Happy Friday. Welcome back to our 5 weekly favorites. We'll get right into it. I think we only have, or I guess 2 beauty items this week. One of them being the lip color that I'm wearing right now. This is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade 77. I want to say it's called Desert Nude or something like that. But if you've ever purchased these, they only say the number on the bottom because they have, I think, upwards of like 65 shades. We've been using these for years since they first came out. Yeah, funny fact from that video was going around where people looked back on their first Sephora purchases and like said like if they still use the products. I looked back just out of curiosity, and I think for both of us, our first purchase was one of these. Oh, maybe. That's so funny. That's so funny. But these were like even before the whole matte liquid lipstick craze, I feel like. And they've been like one of our favorite formulas through and through, and they're only $12, $14? 14? I think they started at 12 and now they're 14, but they're so good. We actually don't really wear liquid lipsticks a whole lot anymore. I've realized I only really wear the Sephora Cream Lip Stains, the M Cosmetics Lip Clouds, and the Ofra liquid lipsticks. I think those are the only ones I circulate. But anyways, so I wanted my birthday gift and I didn't want to go in store as most of us do. Like, it's always so busy, and so I was like, I'm just gonna purchase something, and we just did a huge declutter of all of our makeup. So I thought like I could use a good nude, and I feel like for me a nude is hard to find because I know so many people love pinky nudes. I don't think they're as flattering. Carli likes them more than I do, but for me I feel like I guess maybe I have more neutral skin than you. I don't know, but I feel like I just like them. Maybe. I don't know. Like, our skin is so neutral that like the pink just doesn't like work with it. I don't know, I feel like it works against me. So anyways, I have trouble finding like a good nude that's either neutral or cool toned without being gray. And so this one, I couldn't find swatches anywhere on Google. I just could not find anything about it because it's one of their newer shades, and I just thought like it looks really pretty online, why not? I can always return it, and I ended up loving it. I don't know if you guys like it. I'm wearing it right now, but I think it's the prettiest deep nude. I feel like it is cool toned obviously, but I don't think it washes me out in any way. It reminds me a lot of Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. Okay, sorry, I know our dogs are constantly barking and it's really annoying. I feel bad. But anyways, as I was saying, this color reminds me a lot of Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow. It's just slightly deeper, and if you've been following us like on our blog even for a long time, we talked about that shade for so long. It was our go-to color, but we hate that liquid lipstick formula. And so I feel like this is a really good like supplementary shade for me. I don't know, I'm gonna wear this constantly because the formula is so nice. If you've never tried it, it's very creamy, but it is matte. Like, it stays put, and I always wear lip balm under it to make it more comfortable, but it doesn't move around, but it also has some tackiness to it. Really pigmented, goes on really thin. I don't know. Yeah, it's so thin. I think that's it's really thin, which makes it so comfortable. It's so comfortable, and they have so many different shades to choose from. There were a few that I saved from like their newest. I think they released like 12 new shades kind of recently. I couldn't find any swatches on them at all, and so this one just seemed the most promising to me, but I had saved some that I'm also interested in, so I think I'm gonna purchase some more. But I talked about this enough. It's just such a good nude, shade 77. I'll link it below. Okay, next up is a favorite that isn't even weekly because I wear this like I mean, it's my favorite thing I own, I think, but this week in particular, it was super rainy here in Los Angeles, so I was really in a cozy mood, like when I would get home from work or on the weekends when we run errands, and I always throw this thing on. It's like so full of lint and dog hair, but it's the Everlane. I think it's just called the like half zip hoodie. I'll link it down below, obviously, and it just looks like this. I have it in black. I mean, you can't really get, did I wear this in anything that I could link a photo to? Well, on the website, they have like different models wearing the same thing, so you can see what someone your size looks like, which is really helpful, especially for height, because this is a cropped sweatshirt, and I was worried it would be too cropped, but it isn't at all. It's like the perfect length. I think it's so cute with jeans and a t-shirt for, like I said, weekend errands, or just like I wear it with yoga pants all the time when I'm just at home because it's so comfortable. It's a fleece sweatshirt. It's like the softest fleece. I can't even describe it, and it's actually really, really thick. I think it's so cute. I don't know. It's just like a normal sweatshirt that's half zip, but I really like it. I'm so impressed with the quality. I think it was around $50, and everything I bought from Everlane I think is such high quality, so really impressed. I really love it. Like I said, this is definitely a weekly favorite this week because it's been rainy and I've wanted to be cozy. And tell them your size for reference. Oh yeah, my size. In this particular sweatshirt, so it was my first time ordering like a top from Everlane, so I ordered an extra small and a small, and I actually think I could have ordered or kept either, but I liked how the arms were on the extra small because we have really short arms, and I felt like the small just kind of like the arms were super baggy this way, so I kept the extra small, and for reference, I'm 5'3", and I guess we have like a petite upper body. Yeah. So that's why I kept the extra small, but I think it's oversized, so it's just kind of like how oversized and comfortable you want it to be. It's preference. Okay, next up is a nail polish. I'm wearing it today as well, if you can see this. Hopefully it picks up on camera. I'm like feel weird doing this, but hopefully you're getting the gist. This is the Hansen Miracle Gel polish in the shade Terracotta. It's just like a beautiful metallic, I wouldn't even say this is copper though. I know it's terracotta, like I think it's supposed to be copper, but it's almost like a, I guess it has maybe a copper base with like specks of silver glitter, making it almost like, I don't know how to describe this color, but it's so beautiful. And I had this years ago. I bought it like probably 4 years ago when we first tried this line. The Miracle Gel is really good. It's obviously not real gel polish, but it's very concentrated and it stays on my nails really well. And my bottle of this had just kind of dried up and gotten like goopy, and so I wasn't using it ever, and I just forgot like how much I like loved wearing this, because I feel like it is kind of a nude, like I can wear it with anything, and because it lasts on my nails, that's just an added bonus that I don't have to paint my nails as often. So I got this at Target because they were having like a cartwheel discount, 20% off, so it was like $6.50, which is a really good deal. And yeah, I'm just really glad to have it back in my life. And so it's a weekly favorite, but it's kind of like a long time favorite as well, because I know we told you guys we want to start sharing things that are like our tried and true products that we really love. So obviously we'll try to incorporate new items on our channel in like these favorites videos, but it's always nice to let you guys know some things we've been using for a long time, like this nail polish and like these lip colors. Okay, next is a beverage from Starbucks. It's their new cinnamon shortbread latte. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. I think we've talked about our obsession with like cinnamon before on our channel, but personally, my favorite flavor out of all the flavors is anything like cinnamon sugar, and you really like it too. It's just, I love cinnamon. I really love shortbread too though. Yeah, like, they're my favorite Girl Scout cookies. The, what are they called? The trays. Those are not the best ones. They're so good. They're like the blue box. I forget what they're called. But what about Samoas? Yeah, they're good, but overhyped slightly? No, no way. Anyways, cinnamon sugar is one of our favorite flavor profiles, and this drink is basically like cinnamon sugar cookie. Like it's almost like cinnamon vanilla. Yeah. But in like a deeper way. Like sweet in a way. Yeah. I don't know. It's so good. I can't imagine anyone not liking it. It's delicious. It's not even overly cinnamony if that's your issue. And for reference, we get all of our lattes from Starbucks with half the amount of pumps because we've talked about this before, we don't like sugary drinks. So we ask for like a tall cinnamon shortbread latte, half the pumps of syrup, and then we got ours made with soy milk, which we usually try to get the almond milk, but if you guys probably agree with us, like if you get an almond milk latte, it just doesn't taste creamy at all. It's like you might as well just be getting coffee with almond milk poured into it. Like it's not like we're not vegan. We just like, I don't know, sometimes, I don't know, we just don't really drink milk. We've never really drinking milk. Yeah. So we just don't really get it in our lattes. But the soy milk that they have there is so creamy, and I think it's vanilla flavored, so it kind of adds another hint of vanilla. So we recommend that if you are non-dairy as opposed to the almond milk. I think they also have coconut milk, but we've never tried that. Really? I think. Well, don't get that with this because it would not taste good. Get the soy milk. Yeah, it's so delicious. Please go get it. We don't usually talk about Starbucks on our channel because we don't go like too often. We don't go very often, but when they have like a new, we heard about this drink and we're like, we need that. We gotta go ASAP. Get it. And it's so good. Okay, last of our favorites this week. This is so random, but I saw Mariah Leonard talking about, I don't know what her skin condition is that she talks about that she has, but basically she has really sensitive skin, and a lot of things cause her to break out, and she like, using like salicylic acid and the normal things you would use for acne wasn't working for her. So then she started doing research on fungal acne and started treating her acne as fungal acne, and it didn't disappear completely, but it was like night and day. And she was speaking about the different things that she used to combat her acne, and one of them was this sulfur ointment by Cruz, and it's like $6. I got it on Amazon. You get 2.6 ounces, and you really just need this to spot treat. So I feel like this is gonna last me so long. And how she uses it is as a mask. So I'll show you. It's gonna smell, just so you know.
Oh yeah, sulfur.
But it looks like this, so it's really thick. And it's yellow, kind of weird.
That's basically what the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, it's all sulfur.
Oh yeah.
That's why you put it on your face. There was like a sulfur mask. I went to Iceland and they gave you a sulfur mask and you put it on your face and it like dried up any zit I had. It was...
That is so weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's really, really thick, which I like because if you use it as a mask, it like stays put. And I actually just use it all over my forehead because I had this blemish like in between my eyebrows and it keeps coming back. Like now it's kind of going away, but it keeps coming back. And so I think it's fungal. I just assume like the ones that keep coming back are fungal. And I've been using this and it has like dried it up quite a bit. So I also get texture only on my forehead. Like I don't really get hormonal acne. I don't get any texture on my cheeks. It's all concentrated on my forehead. So I've just been using this as a mask on my forehead and I do think it is helping. And I like this because it's natural. Like it doesn't have any artificial colors, fragrances, no parabens. It's oil free and water washable. It's allergy tested. So I feel like it's just a really good natural way to get rid of like any fungal acne that you might have. And I also, and we've been talking about Dr. Dre so much, we're like addicted to her channel now, but the same week that Mariah talked about this on her Instagram story, Dr. Dre did a video all about sulfur for fungal acne, and this was one of her recommended products, and she's a dermatologist, so if she recommends it, I feel like that says a lot. And one more thing, we still use Curology, and so Carli had changed hers for fungal acne.
Yeah, like I just sent in, if you guys know how Curology works, you send in like photos or updates, like on my skin, and I told them like I'm still getting breakouts on my forehead, which is really weird because I know that my like chin area is all hormonal, and usually the Curology that I had was like taking care of that.
Yeah.
But like I had this like row of like zits like right above my eyebrow and it wouldn't go away, and right away the dermatologist emailed, or are they dermatologists?
Yeah, they're
like,
dermatology consultants.
Yeah, she emailed me back and she was like, oh, it's probably fungal acne, let me change your Curology to reflect like treating fungal acne. So she added zinc, and I still have, what is it, azelaic acid. I had that last time, and then clindamycin.
So she added that too. Unless that was in my old one. Well, zinc was the main thing that she said would treat the, and it's worked wonders, treat the fungal.
Yeah,
so that really worked for Carli, and then I actually sent her a picture of like my zit that kept popping up in between my eyebrows, and she told me the same thing, like, oh, that looks fungal to me, and try to add zinc to mine, but I'm allergic to zinc, so I'm like, oh, please don't, like that'll make me break out in eczema. And she said that zinc was one of the only ingredients they offered that helped with fungal acne. But then I brought up sulfur. I was like, okay, well if I can't change my Curology treatment, should I use like topical sulfur for this? And she said yes, that'll definitely help clear it up. And she's also like a dermatologist. So from 2 different dermatologists said that sulfur really helps, and if you're interested, I'll link Dr. Dre's video down below where she spoke about this and a few others. But so far so good. Obviously it's only been a week and I've been trying to do it once a day. On the bottle it says that you can do it 2 to 3 times a day as you work your way up. But I've just been doing it once a day. The smell you get used to. I don't think it's that pungent. It's not something that would deter me from using it. I feel like it's just fine. And yeah, I think it's just, a lot of people, like, I don't really know that much about acne and like the different kinds you can get and how to clear it up. I've just been using like salicylic acid as spot treating and like the little like zit stickers. I know that I can't use benzoyl peroxide. Do you remember that was rash I got in my face? Yeah, so I feel like we feel very versed on skincare in general, but that's one thing that I just don't know that much about. So whenever we find out new information, it's always fun to share it with you guys, because I feel like this was so helpful for like Mariah to talk about this and Dr. Dre, and then just to find something that actually works on like specific acne is really interesting and helpful. So hopefully it helps some of you guys. Okay, and that's it for our weekly favorites. We were kind of long-winded, but hopefully we taught you some things and you like these products, and we'll see you next week for our next one.